So I just got done watching Halloween Kills on Peacock, and yes, my hair looks like a peacock right now, but I wanted to get my thoughts out while this video is fresh and near and dear to my rear. I'm a big fan of the Halloween series, primarily because it is one of the longest running horror series out there, and also I'm pretty sure it's the first horror movie I ever watched. And while the overall premise of this movie, the overall plot or story, if you even want to call it that, I mean, it's a Halloween movie, don't expect this to be layers of plot twists or anything like that, but the overall premise is pretty damned good. But there are some serious missed opportunities that I want to cover. Let's get this thing. This isn't as structured as my usual video game or movie reviews where I break down like, okay, we're going to go over audio design. Now we're going to go over soundtrack. Now we're going to go over the filming techniques. Now we're going to go over runtime or anything like that. This is just my thoughts after watching this movie. Alrighty, Stallions and Stallionettes, jumping right into this movie review. This is a 2021 offering. It does have Jamie Lee Curtis, and it is, of course, in the Halloween series, and it is streaming exclusively on Peacock. I wouldn't go out and get a Peacock subscription strictly for this, but if you can log into a friend's account, or maybe you stumble into the gray or dark web to watch this video for free, have at it. First of all, this movie isn't very scary. There's minimal jump scares, I would say. However, it is incredibly gory. There are some pretty graphic, bloody, gory scenes and whatnot. One in particular that stands out, and I can't really flesh out of my skull right now, would be there's a suicide scene. Not even going to show a snippet of it here because I don't feel comfortable showing it on my channel. But what I will show you is this chick having a little whoops-a-daisy with a pistol. That was about 30 seconds after that chick said she, quote unquote, shot the thing before and she felt proficient with a firearm. I don't even know how that honestly happens. There are several kills from Michael where you're going to be scratching your head, scratching your ass, and wondering, did he really just kill that person like that? There are times where people have him dead to rights, you know, got a beat on him, aiming down sight, so to speak, and for some reason they just either freeze up, which I get it, you're in an intense moment, it's big, you know, 7 foot tall dude with a track record of killing people for the last like 4 decades is coming after you, but still, wow. How did they not just kill this dude? The premise of this entire movie is basically that the town is so enraged from decades of Michael Myers absolutely tearing through their town that they band together and they're going out there for a night of hunting Michael Myers. Evil dies tonight, basically. They're going to kill Michael Myers. So they had the entire town up in arms, grabbing melee weapons, even guns.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
And they have him trapped, dead to rights.
It's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
They know how hard Michael is to kill, but yet they only shoot him 4 or 5 times and then beat his ass a little bit. My girlfriend quite simply said, why don't they literally keep going and stomp him into goo? And I was thinking, like, totally, they have like trucks parked around him, circling him and stuff. Why didn't they run his body, back it up, run him over a couple more times, maybe do a burnout on top of him? They should have burned him. They should have shot him more while he was on the ground. There's more hardcore gang initiations or jump-ins in real life. You know, this is a serial killer that has personally harmed this town. You would have thought they would have gone a lot more hard on this guy to put him down. There's literally no reason by the end of the movie Michael Myers wasn't laid up like that corpse back there. That's not a real body, by the way. Jeez, dude. I just don't get it. There was, but I still did enjoy the movie, even though there's no way that the film should have ended like this. It literally should have been the end of Michael Myers. Maybe they could have brought him back for a future film with some kind of a black magic voodoo ritual that brings his spirit back from the grave or something. But, you know, this should have been the end of his life. I mean, they had him surrounded 30 to 1, all armed with melee weapons, guns, and vehicles too, that they easily could have ran him over with. I just don't understand why they didn't finish the job. And what I really did like like is they brought back a lot of characters from previous movies, people that have been harmed from Michael Myers in the past in previous movies. The videography or film techniques were literally the same as any other Halloween movie. Basically, you're gonna have some jump cuts, a lot of dark corridors and scenes that make it very, very easy for Michael Myers to be hiding out. And again, there are times when people, they know where Michael is, they can hear him, they're using audio cues to pinpoint where he is in a house. Oh, he's upstairs, his big ass is upstairs. I have a pistol, I should have an advantage, he has a knife. But oh god, it really is kind of frustrating. I feel like if I was leaving the theaters, I'd be kind of pissed off. You know, I'd probably be driving a little bit aggressive on the way home because of the ending in this film. But I will say what I really did like about this movie is the general story or the premise, that this is different than any other Halloween movie in the series because Michael Myers isn't really in a position of power in this movie. Granted, he still does beat the ever-living shit out of everyone, but the town is coming together to end his ass. Also, Michael Myers' mask changes in each movie, sometimes slightly or subtly, sometimes quite drastically, and I have to say it looks pretty darn badass in this particular movie, to the point to where I actually ordered one off Amazon. That will be linked in the description below. It's definitely worth a watch if you are a fan of the Halloween series, but if you're not going to be missing anything by not seeing this movie. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10 on the Stiffy meter just because there are so many missed opportunities, i.e. the main missed opportunity is the fact that they have Michael dead to rights. There's no way he should have walked away alive tonight. That's going to do it, Stallions. Like, subscribe, share with your brothers, mothers, cousin twice removed, lock your doors, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily.